I don't know about you guys, but I mentioned this earlier before you came back in. I haven't had much of a chance to play as many games as I wanted to. I've been just, I am just been on a spring purge of my house. I've moved furniture, built new furniture, destroyed furniture, and now that I think about it, there's actually a box of trash outside my door that I completely forgot about.
Oh
so,
boy.
so yeah, it's my room was so I did not sleep well Friday night and Saturday night because I didn't have a bed.
Oh
I would
no.
imagine not.
Yeah,
You
don't
broke
worry,
it down.
bed is built. I am now
Good.
sleeping. It's just that I'm now to get used to it. So I'm used to where like the the bed legs, the pegs below. Um,
Mm-hmm.
they're a little bit. So my old ones weren't at the like very edge of the corner, but these are. So I'm actually stubbing my toe every now and then. So I'm just used to be able to like have that little
Oh.
gap where I could just walk around and not worry about it. But now I have to worry about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, in my case, my bed has like a thing around it, so it's like a whole thing. So there's like no way I can miss that.
Well, it is stacked, to be fair.
Uh,
Yeah. Um, but yeah, so I've just I've been so busy just trying to get this new setup done. Because I'm gonna be making more YouTube videos of not only our podcast, of course, but also I plan on doing keyboards as well as going over some of the Yu-Gi-Oh stuff as well. So I actually have this setup where there's actually a light and camera looking down on a table, but it's not like my computer table, so I'm not having to deal with moving stuff around as much. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Overall though, I did get the new bed was only the new bed frame was only like $80.
That's pretty good. That's
Yeah.
really good.
Yep.
Yeah.
Comes with a headboard and a charging station and LED lights.
Got a charging station with it
Yeah, it's
for
got
only $80.
Yeah, it's on Amazon. It was actually a 40% off coupon.
Oh wow! I was
Yeah.
like, I'm like, holy cow!
Yeah. And I actually like fear I kind of see why like a lot of like sellers right now are like having a bunch of sales everywhere. It's because that they're with the whole entire tariff pause. So from what I understand is that they're trying to clear out as much of the inventory in the current warehouses so they can get the product out of the ports into the warehouses so they don't get tariffed.
I see.
Yeah, that's from what someone has told me. So, which can make sense actually now that I think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I have not been playing a whole lot of games, but I have been digging a lot of the new game like news, which we will go over today a little later today. But were you guys able to? Did you guys have anything like exciting happen that's in the last week or two?
Well, yeah, like I said, for me it was that we just had the card game tournament, and I also got a few cards from the newest set for Cardfight Vanguard. So I'm pretty much set, and it cost me way less because a guy already bought most of the stuff and had most of the stuff I needed. So I've pretty much got most of that stuff already set, and yeah, so we're actually planning on we're training for this tournament, this team tournament that's going to be in September. And that was like our first exhibition match of the tournament. So yeah, that's pretty much the exciting thing that happened for me this week.
Yeah, I've actually been getting ready to go to Otakon. I've decided on the 3 decks I want to bring for Yu-Gi-Oh to Otakon. I decided I'm going to be doing Destruction Swords, Destruction Sword Bestial Red Eyes, Rescue Aces mixed with Infernoble, and probably the Cannon deck. Still hit or miss on that one.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, Sandora, how about you, man?
Uh, Not again, like I said, in terms of gaming, it's mostly just been the lunar collection. Been working on planning out this new writing project. The biggest change for me, that's just been in terms of my ritual work and spell work. I've hit a big breakthrough in terms of all of that, which is nice.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
just remember what I talked about earlier during our sound tests. They were just to get your blood boiling, not to, go after me. I do not take any of those statements I said seriously. I swear.
So, okay, I understand. So don't put a curse on you.
Yep. Yep.
I understand
Yes.
that. Real talk.
Abs.
Real talk though, I don't work with curses.
Yeah. Yeah, speaking of curses, there was some drama going on. I don't know if you heard much at all, Sandora, about in the VTuber community. And it's really, from what I actually was told, this news is actually hitting even outside the VTuber circles now. So it's actually really blowing up. So now we have
Something. Yeah, all I know is everybody went from loving Cinder to hating her.
I actually got the full story, like after going through all the documents with Nano, who was the artist. She was actually, I don't know if it's she or he. They were affected most because, well, I don't know actually. I think she was like the other centerpiece, and then Bao was the most negatively affected, but it affected pretty much everyone in that big
So
like indie
what
team.
happened?
Um, a TLDR. I don't know if we want to go into details, but let me go ahead and get our intros out of the way then. Let's go ahead and just say, hey, everybody, this is Start Select Connect, and my name is WarBot-NIX, and these are my co-hosts, EternumBlaze and Azure Sandora. Welcome to episode 2. We did it.
Woo!
Yep.
Yippee
Yeah.
skippy.
Yep. Honestly, it was a very quiet weekend, to be honest, until Saturday, Sunday, and today. So I'm just going to say that right now, as we were just going to continue really quick. So there has been some VTuber like drama going on in the indie scene. So, which is even more devastating in my opinion on that front because, there's no HR or anything that, that can help mitigate this problem. But basically what happened is that the entire group in this like friend group revolved around Bao, Lily, Shy Lily, Cinder, Cinder, and Nano, who was the artist. So what was happening was that Cinder was apparently manipulating a lot of the group, and basically people compared notes, and what happened was that we found out that like Cinder was doing a lot of very, very, I want to say like not great things, and it actually affected Bao extremely negatively, especially when Bao really trusted her. Basically Cinder sort of like got Bao's like new model canceled that she was working on for months. And Shy Lily called her out on it, and then basically what happened was Nano, I think, figured out there was some like issues going on, after Shy Lily like said, "Hey," because Cinder like apparently was like putting out slanderous like
Excuse me.
Us too.
yeah, was putting
Thank you.
out very slanderous like
Tactics.
comments regarding Shy Lily, as well as some very dismissive and manipulative like statements to get Nano to just work on Cinder's stuff. And also there was like some weird like copycat imitations regarding a design from Spite. So Spite apparently is another VTuber who's a Cerberus VTuber. So you see where the correlation is: Cerberus and Hellhound.
Right.
And basically their designs were extremely similar over and over again, especially the latest ones with Cinder's like pajamas with the covering up of one eye. Well, Spite actually came out with something like that just a few weeks ahead of that. So everything Cinder was doing was kind of weird, actually. Like, a lot of it could be coincidence, to be honest, because we're not even too sure what happened, what was going on there. But what was going on is that, like, yeah, there was like claims of like imitation and all that. So, and there's just a lot of people were being named on this list. So TLDR, everyone compared notes, got together, and they made it public.
Yeah, they leaked the talk, what is it called, the talk logs, basically.
Yeah, the screenshots of all their
Okay.
conversations and all that, so that like there is very little in doubt. And the things that they left out, Shy Lily has mentioned that contain personal information, or it's just really just redundant things that pretty much did not need to be said. So yeah, it got pretty bad, and a lot of people were affected. I actually cried for Bao because I don't follow as much of Bao stuff. I actually more of a Shy Lily follower, and a little bit of Numi. So I'm like Cinder adjacent. Yeah. So yeah. So
I follow Bao a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, I don't want to dwell on it too much further, but if everyone wants to like figure out what's going on, visit Twitter, Nano and Bao's and Shy Lily's whatchamacallit, profiles. You'll find a lot of documentation there because they dropped a lot of Google Docs. They put a new definition of getting doxed. Like, we dropped the Google Dockies.
Yeah. Well, they had the
fired a nuke. It sounds like they fired a nuke on her, pretty much.
yeah, they had the
yeah.
receipts.
They had receipts, and unfortunately, Cinder only had hearsay in her apology, a 7-page apology, which I found very lacking.
From what I hear, Shy Lily basically went off when she saw it.
Yeah, Shy Lily was is such a nice, bubbly whomper, and now she just took a steel tungsten chair and just smashed and team rocketed Cinder into oblivion.
That's the only way to just with being as least graphic as possible. That's the best way to describe the verbal lashing she gave Cinder.
Oh my god. And I also watched Shy Lily's live of it. I was like, oh.
And she's the nice one.
She's the nice one.
She's the nice one. And yeah, and like the way that she had it, she has like the red eye toggle. That was on during the entire stream. It's business,
boy.
Lily.
To let you know she was really pissed.
Yeah. So, yeah. Basically found Cinder's like friendship and addition very insincere, very like, career ladder climbing, and it just wasn't a good feeling. So, yeah. But aside from that, do you guys have anything else to say about that? Like, it is pretty bad.
Hopefully, this will be a lesson to Cinder.
I hope so.
Maybe this will help her become a better person.
Honestly, yesterday, I thought maybe, okay, if Cinder maybe took some time off and went on hiatus and, let this simmer down a little, I think she may have had a chance to come back and still keep her brand going. But being how big this has gotten and how far-reaching it has now become, I don't know if she's ever going to be able to come back from this. So
yeah, it's real. Like, this is like, you could Vtubers are like essentially people who bring smiles and happiness to a community.
Right.
When that's tainted, like, there's almost no coming back from that. That's your brand suffers irreparable damage from that. So
and also
that's her case.
Yeah, and that's why I enjoy VTubing, is because I get to play as someone that I like to be as. So when when I'm not my human self, I'm NIX. I just want to play games. I just want to hang out, and I get to be a cool part of myself. It's another persona of mine. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I think VTubing has allowed a lot of these people and if you hear a lot of these stories, like, a lot of them were very insular people back in high school days, and then VTubing just allowed them to express themselves a lot more easily, have a lot more fun, and just able to because they have that visual filter, that they don't have to be worried about being judged, too much.
Right.
Yeah, I oftentimes was like, where were these cool girls when I was in high school?
You were in the wrong high school.
I was in the wrong high schools. Seriously.
And all of those cool girls,
yes,
they weren't the cool girls in school. They were the weird girls, probably off in the corner, hiding behind a manga.
You are so true. Oh my gosh. I need to find me a cool nerdy girl. All right. Dang it.
And you can actually find us probably at Otakon. So yeah, so I do hope to see a lot of you guys there. I will actually be cosplaying as Truck-kun.
Yes.
So prepare to get isekai'd.
Oh yeah, the isekai truck. Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Okay, so this is what my plan is. I'm gonna be basically going to Home Depot and gonna basically just measure out a way to have a folding makeshift truck thing, so that it's only gonna be about 3 feet in length, and 3 feet width, just so that can fit through most door frames. And then I'm gonna put something in the center where it can, those door hinges, the hinges that for wooden chests and stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna put that down the middle so that I can fold it. So that it's easier for me to bring it with me into different lines and stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna paint it up, and then I'm gonna have a portable display where I'm gonna run a roulette. So whenever I hit someone, I'll just spin it. Be like, you have been isekai to the last manga/anime you were watching.
Oh god, Yosuke no Sora.
Oh no! All right, hold up. All right. We're gonna go ahead and hit you again. Boom. You've been isekai to
La Blue Girl.
Oh no!
Oh, no!
And you're the girl! Oh no!
All right. We're
And
gonna
everybody who knows the anime I just named is awesome.
Oh my god. La Blue Girl. That's been a time and a half. Holy crap.
For those cultured individuals.
You know, to be honest, given how like blurred the line of anime and H anime has been,
Yes.
I don't know. Man. Yeah, and
Oh yeah.
yeah. Like I do plan on getting that roulette going. Probably not gonna have time to do sound effects. I'll see what I can do.
Okay.
Yeah, so don't worry about it, guys. Yeah, so if you see Truck-kun running around, that's probably me.
Yeah.
Yep. And speaking of anime, new anime, Musume Cinderella Grey, peak.
Oh.
It is absolute peak. I love it.
Nice.
I am freaking loving it. It basically made me forget that season 3 of Musume exists.
Oh boy, was it that bad?
It wasn't terrible, no, but it definitely didn't. Like, I think it had the displeasure of coming after season 2, which is probably one of the best seasons.
One of the
Musume.
best.
Like that
Absolutely.
was an emotional roller coaster. So
yeah, I cried manly tears for Course Girls. Absolutely.
Yeah, and that's actually another thing I want to segue into. Like another, the global release of the Musume Pretty Derby game has finally been announced. The
Yes.
date is June 26th.
Let's freaking go!
I'm still not getting it.
Listen, we will do our best.
Yes.
To get you in there. Actually, if you go ahead and take a look at your screen, you can now pre-register on Steam, Apple iOS, and Google Play. So, all right. And I am so sorry, Azure Sandora, but I'm going to have to turn my Brony card in that I've not utilized. I'm now Uma Bro.
Uma Bros, rise up!
I saw that term on Twitter, and I was like, okay, if that's the new term, if that's the new anime version of Brody, I'll take it.
Let's go. I am all for this. My body is so ready for this game. Oh my goodness. I can't wait.
Yeah. I highly recommend anyone. I know it's weird. It's a weird concept that just smushes horse racing, isekai, and Japan idol culture together.
Yeah.
I don't know what drunken napkin they like made that on, but it works.
They had all of the good juice for this one. And I have to mention too.
They got some juice on that napkin when they made this, all right.
Ooh boy. Well, to give them a little bit of non-dirty credit, the one thing I really do love about the games is the fact that, and the story, at least the anime, I should say, is the fact that a lot of the races were actually based on real historical races, like how they actually played out in terms of like the race themselves, not the actual anime, but if there was like actual horse girls, but actual horse girls doing all of this stuff, that would be weird. But you know what? They made it real good in the anime. And I really enjoyed it. So seeing that brought into the games themselves, and I've seen a little bit of the actual clips of the training and stuff like that that goes into it, and then the actual action of the games themselves, it's really exciting. And then on top of that, at the very end, just the what, you know, to get to see your horse girl idol that you've raised dance and sing on a grand stage of victory is just the extra little spice of the cake that just gives you that extra little bit of happiness.
Yeah. The reason why I'm a big fan of it is one is that there was no artificial limiter that was stopping me from playing the game. So so a lot of gacha games have like the stamina thing where like you can only play.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you can't have too much fun out there.
Well, this one allowed me to. Okay, it was great. The next
Don't
thing.
hurt yourself.
Actually, when the Japanese version came out, I actually forgot to sleep for 3 days.
That's how good it was.
It's really hard for me to be the snarky, bitchy one when you prove me right.
Moving on. So the reason why like it really gets you a rush is that you basically train your Uma Musume. You get these skills and stats. You basically have these random chance of events based off the support cards as well as the story campaign you're going through. And when you go to do the horse races, you never know what is this X factor that will get you over the finish line to number 1. Mm-hmm. So it's just like, come on, yes, GOO, activate, go.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's the excitement of not knowing how it's gonna go. That also you can train them to be the best they can be, but even in the end, there could be some unknown factor that either pushes you over the edge, your horse girl over the edge, or is the reason that she loses.
Yeah. In the player versus player stuff, like that becomes even more intense where you're just like, oh, that's like I know Tokai Teo, she's gonna have this default skill, but then when you see that build that the other player put, that just like, what on earth? Versus yours, you're like, oh, this might be interesting.
I thought I was the one, but it turns out I was just a one.
Yeah. Now, to be fair, there is I still claim some bias. Special Week, which is the season 1 protagonist, like we follow, I swear she gets plot armor.
Oh, 100%.
Passive.
Yes, it's literally plot. She starts in the back of the race and then slowly progresses as the race gets forward, and then just bolts at the very end and just has a miracle finish at the end, like almost every single time. It was amazing when I saw WarBot-NIX doing that, and then just the miracle clutch win at the very end after like being behind like the whole race. It's literally anime protagonist to power.
What's even worse is when you're playing versus an NPC version of her, and you're like, oh, okay, she's only like got A's in here and B's and C's here, and I got like all A's and double S's. Let's go. And she's like, wait, why is she catching up?
Because she's the protagonist.
She's the protagonist.
Jontamate!
Yes. She's using protagonist power.
Yep. So, yeah, so just to go over it, like, right now, everyone that has been waiting for this game is super excited. I saw all the wish lists from, like, the different communities, like, pretty much just wish listing it on Steam. I do recommend checking out the website. They finally updated for like finally. So yeah. So once they start it up, they're gonna have this pre-registration celebration. We're only gonna get I actually took a look at the celebration kit we're getting, which is it is a gacha game, everybody. So take it as you will.
I was gonna ask. I didn't get to see this, but do we get to see anime idol waifu horse girls with the celebration package?
What?
I see on your thing, it says pre-registration celebration. It says win a pair of round trip tickets to Japan. Does that mean?
So they do actually have a live show where the voice actresses actually do like a talk show.
Yes.
And a game show like that. Actually, that's what I watched Sunday morning at 5:30 a.m.
Oh, that's amazing.
I got up at 5:30 a.m. The stream doesn't start until 6, and then I saw it got pushed back to 6:30. I was like, God damn it. And then basically, as soon as it starts at 6:30, they were pretty much taking their time getting to the global announcement. I was like, we are 3.5 hours in. When is global announcement?
Oh my lord.
Although
that's
like
just
they were having all these like Japanese style like, you know, game show games like giant pinball, like food tasting, like guessing,
God.
and I was like, an interview
It's
with the
great.
opening of like cool, great, yay, kawaii, sudes. I'm like, no, when's global?
English global release anytime. Yeah, anytime.
3.5 hours in, we made it. I was like,
Jeez.
great.
That's torture.
That was
Good
torture.
Lord. Usually they usually like save that stuff for like close to the beginning. Goodness gracious.
Well, it kept the viewers up because it was at over like 89,000 people watching the YouTube. And as soon as the global release like came up and went,
all of them
like, it dropped to like 70,000. I was like, well, there goes 20,000 people.
That's all we needed to know. Gone.
And then everybody literally like Paul Revere just went to every Discord. It's like, Musume is coming. Musume is coming. Spread the word. Actually, I was told to shut up at 2 Discords.
Dang.
Oh wow.
So I'm like, okay, I'm sorry. Wrong Discord. Yeah.
Hey, somebody wasn't excited for Horse Girls.
Well, here's the thing. Most people find it weird.
They just need to see once they see the anime, it will all make sense. Like,
Don't worry.
That's what it was for me.
I have 2 friends already starting interventions to stop me from playing this game.
Oh my god.
Yep. So yeah, 2025. I am eating good. I have the new Zenless Zone Zero updates. I have this game coming out. I have Mecha Break, and I have Stellar Blade coming to PC, and they're all going to be in June. It is awesome. I am loving it. Oh wait, no, we don't know about Mecha Break. Mecha Break is later this year. That's not announced yet, so we'll see. But yeah, I'm eating good in 2025, and I'm pretty happy.
Yeah, I'm still waiting. Yeah, I'm still waiting for what was it? Was it Ananta? I'm still excited for that one.
Yeah,
you know, still got ZZZ though, so that's good.
Yeah,
we'll have to see as far as everything else.
Yeah, the big question mark now is the Japanese version has had 4 years of content. Where the heck are they gonna drop us in?
Yeah. I mean, obviously we're gonna have to start at the beginning, but like,
not necessarily. I surmised it's not a bad idea to drop us in after year 2.
Yeah.
Because one is that year 2's campaign allowed us to get into some of the more like. It also not only gave us a more accelerated way of like training our horse girls, it's also when like some of the meta started to shift. And we also got some really good horse girls, like Twin Turbo and all that. And that's another thing about this game too, is that the 1 stars and 2 stars can be meta once you get enough of them. So don't sleep on them. Yep. My issue is that now is like 25 scouts. That's 25 rolls from what I see.
I was gonna say 20. Okay, yeah, I was gonna ask that.
Now I do know that when I started the game in Japanese, we also had a free 5-star ticket. So, and I think they gave us another like 5-star thing later down the road. So I do know at least we're gonna get at least 2 5 stars.
Okay.
Yeah. So we'll go from there.
Here's a question. I'm not sure if I saw. Are there any characters that start as 5-star or is it 3-star?
So it is a Cygames game. So if you've played Princess Connect, thanks a lot, Crunchyroll, by the way, for getting that canceled. So basically the highest ranking gacha character is a 3-star.
Okay.
And 1-stars, whenever you get a 1-star, you get like one of those like sort of like a character token. And then basically you upgrade, the more tokens you get, you can upgrade their star level. So
What's the most a 1-star can become? Can a 1-star become a 5-star?
yes.
Oh, I like that.
Anybody can, yes. So as soon as a 1-star or 2-star gets to star level 3, their skill animation changes.
Oh, really?
Yep, and becomes a evolved form of their skill.
That's pretty cool.
So that's why I
I
said
like that. I
every
like
character
that.
is viable in this game.
Yeah. Oh,
So
wait. So can you change between them? Like I like the 2-star animation better than the 3-star animation.
no. The only
Oh.
time the animation honestly the 1-2-star animation is actually pretty boring. Don't bother. Yeah. There's very little character in it. Do not worry.
Ah,
It's just
okay.
literally like their name flashing across the screen, them pointing in a direction.
Ah, I
Yeah,
see.
don't worry about it. They're
Well,
point.
we'll see more on that.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, yeah, and I understand like not everybody in our audience is going to be interested in this. It's just that this is, aside from Star Citizen, this is a game I've been waiting for a while to come to global. So
Uh-huh.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah. So that's why like yeah, I just had to get this out there. I'm so sorry. Anyways, yeah.
All
So
right.
let's actually move to our main topic today, though.
Yes.
Eternum, we heard that
Yes.
you got a
Yes.
Switch 2
Mhm.
pre-order secured.
Yeah.
Yes, I did. Just
So,
as I
Please tell us
said.
the story.
all right, tell us, what was your experience? Was it difficult? And how do you feel now that you do you have any sort of regret getting it, or are you like excited all the time? You're
Leave
still excited.
nothing out.
Yep.
Okay. 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 So, I went into this with a plan. I knew that I was going to get the Switch 2 from Walmart. That was my plan, to get it from there. Now, I don't know if there is a difference between getting the Walmart premium version, which I believe is called Walmart Plus, or not. But I had the best luck, and this is for everybody who's listening. I had the best luck getting it at Walmart. Getting it right immediately, as soon, like refreshing the page as soon as the pre-order time dropped. So it was midnight at the time. It was the very first launch. So that was when I refreshed the page and you immediately went into line. Um, Once you were in line, it gives you a little thing that shows that you're in line. What I did was basically I put it into two pages, put it in two screens. The left screen, I had the open browser for the Walmart, purchase. And on the other side, I had what did I have again? I'm trying to remember. I think I was watching Bleach, the anime. Um,
Okay.
yeah, I think I was watching Bleach on the other side, and like the Thousand Year Blood War episode one. I only got to like two episodes, but anyway.
I mean, did the
Before
music?
it,
Do you feel
oh,
like you are
oh,
number
yes,
one?
oh my god, there's a remix of it, and it's so freaking good. Holy cow!
I don't think it.
Oh my
Actually,
god.
I don't think it's remixed. I think it was just cleaned up.
Maybe that was it. I'm not
Yeah.
sure, but it would sounded way better. Oh my gosh, yeah. But fortunately, while I was going through that and watching that at the same time, because like I was kind of like going in between the two pages because it's like I'm just keeping my eyes on it. But it took me about 47 minutes. That was about the time it took before now, mind you, it didn't actually have like a pop up or anything like that for me. it was actually just a screen thing that changed and it turned red and said ready to purchase. Then when I clicked on it, where it said buy now, then I believe I got a symbol that said press and hold to see if you're a real person. Basically, press and hold
Yeah,
it.
it's a captcha.
Yeah, yeah, captcha where you did that, and then it went to the actual buy now page where you can add it to cart. From there, I just added to cart, put in my card info, and pressed purchase, and I had a Switch too. And
Okay,
I was
so
like, let's go.
all right, so it's actually somewhat similar to Best Buy. Oh, the last time I sort of like did a pre-order with Best Buy, like it actually put me in a queue as well to like verify who I am. Um,
Yes, yes.
so, but the thing is, I have not done a pre-order in a while, so yeah, so I am glad to see they are doing like a lot of retailers are trying to put in stuff to like prevent bots, to
Yeah.
help prevent bots. It's not foolproof, of course,
Oh.
like with AI, but um, yeah. So, but you're going to be facing like an army of scalpers, pretty much at
Oh
that point.
goodness, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you didn't
Um,
if yeah. Mhm.
yeah. There were
At
some
least
actually.
for the first few weeks, I would imagine, until they get more inventory. Hopefully soon, but we'll see.
Well, we still don't know about what the full inventory is going to be anyway. Um,
Right,
yeah, because I
right.
did hear, I did see some rumors that Nintendo has announced that like not everyone who pre-order Switch is going to get it release day.
Yeah, I did hear about that. I know there were some places that did. Specifically, I think it was people with Target. Just to give you guys a warning, I think it was Target that was getting some orders rejected. Um, I don't know about any of the other stores though. I tried to get mine on Target too. I placed it actually let me add it to cart, but it kept giving me these weird things saying like I forget it said something like there's an issue. It was like two red screens saying there was an issue, and I kept trying to press the buy now button. It was like buy now, buy
Oh,
now, buy now,
okay.
buy now, and it wouldn't
That
do it.
yeah, that I believe is the website trying to communicate with the database, and the database like stop talking to
Yeah.
me. I'm closed.
No,
I have nothing.
no, oh, buy
Yeah.
now.
Yep.
But yeah, that was me. I was like freaking pressing for my life on that, and it just wouldn't. And then after a while, I think it just gave up and said, "Yeah, we're out of stock." I was like, "Damn
Yeah. The one thing I will give
it!"
GameStop credit for is in-store pre-orders. Just like the
That,
old-fashioned walking in, "Hi, I want to pre-order this console."
yeah,
Yeah, like
yeah,
that's something I miss these days.
yeah. That was awesome. I saw some videos of people doing that online, and I'm really glad that they did do that for nostalgia's sake. I feel like that was a really cool idea. Good on GameStop for that. I feel.
Mhm. Yeah. So, yeah, it this pre-order has been pretty despite some of the negative uh like feelings, notions and going on with the whole entire digital games and stuff and the price increase, Switch 2s are selling like hotcakes.
Yeah, and just so you know, just like I said last week, I got the Mario Kart bundle version with the
Honestly,
Switch.
honestly, I feel
Yeah,
like that's to your benefit because I have a feeling like most people did not want to spend that extra $50 right away for
that's
it.
fair. Yeah,
So I think that helps.
yeah. Like I said, for me, it's like the $30 off, make it basically $50 for the game. I'm like, yeah, yeah, I see the value. So plus I would have a game to play with. Like if I had the Switch 2 with no Switch 2 games, I would be like, oh, why don't I just play the Switch one?
I
So,
mean, it might as well be for me because I don't
yeah,
know about you, Sandora. Like there's nothing on the release titles that really compelled me to get it day one.
yeah, yeah. Like I said, Oh yeah, what's your feel on it? Uh,
Sandora?
Azure.
Hmm?
Yeah, yeah. Fall asleep there.
Ah,
Yeah, we
sorry
were
about that.
No
sorry, we were
worries.
geeking out. We were geeking out too much on the Uma Musume horse girls. I can understand. Go ahead and
Yeah.
ask her the question again.
I'm sorry. Yeah, so basically I was just mentioning like there was nothing that really compelled me to get this day one, but I wanted to get your feedback. Like, did you see anything that would possibly make you want to get a day one, or literally just wait for Metroid at this point or something?
At this point, I'm waiting for Metroid.
That's fair.
I'm waiting for more games to come out because
Yeah.
there's nothing special
Yeah.
about the Switch 2, honestly. The only reason why I'd even want the Switch would be to get the expansion to play GameCube games.
Actually, can we
Yeah.
play GameCube games on the expansion pass on a regular Switch, or is it has to be the Switch too?
From what I hear, it's only the Switch 2.
Most likely. I wouldn't put it past them with how they're doing right now with pricing stuff.
Mm, okay,
Uh,
gotcha.
but but I can at the very least see the value in it. Like I said, getting that. I mean, you're getting a bunch of is it like you're getting a bunch of GameCube games for basically free, you know.
That's basically how it works. If it's
Yeah.
anything like the other ones, because I have that for Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, Nintendo
Yeah.
64. It's
Yeah.
basically a bunch of well-known titles from that particular era all bundled together, and you can click on whichever one you want to play. Play it for as long as you want.
Hmm.
Okay, okay.
Well,
I'm
as long
just
as you have
excited.
the subscription from what, anyway.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like,
So
uh,
in a
uh,
way, yeah. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say one of my favorites is to steal a line from Gray Fox from the Metal Gear Solid games. So you've been playing Super Mario Sunshine, have you? Yes, yes, I have because I love Super Mario Sunshine. That game was so fun. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I really hope
Yes.
they don't do any of the artificial scarcity sort of with these line of games because do you guys remember that Super Mario 3D All-Star Collection? Where
I have Super Mario
Yes.
3D
Yes.
All Stars collection
yeah,
because I had to buy it off of Amazon.
yep, I got it at Best Buy, and I also got the coin set, which I really wish I didn't open. But the real cool it basically had all the 3D games that I really loved from back in the day. But I was very, very miffed with the sales tactic for it, where like, oh, but this version of the game is only going to be available. No, sorry, this collection is only going to be available for a limited time. I'm like,
Uh,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, like really?
yeah. So
oh.
so not only do Nintendo games rarely go on sale, they made this a FOMO.
Oh man.
Yep.
Yeah, a physical FOMO. I was like,
Nintendo, what are you
oh,
doing?
why? Yeah.
Oh man.
So yeah, Nintendo's been doing a lot of fucky wucky stuff.
Yes.
Mm,
Yes. Clearly.
Yeah.
I heard that Reggie even was getting a little bit upset with that.
Oh yeah. Like apparently
Yeah.
Reggie was pushing for like Wii Sports to come for
Yeah.
free.
Freaking
So
awesome. Reggie,
yeah,
by the way, that's Reggie Fils-Aime. He was the original I
Fizame.
believe what's
I
Fils-Aime, the original Nintendo. For those who don't know, the original
uh,
Nintendo what was it? The Nintendo director basically for America, I believe.
CEO of
Yeah,
Nintendo America. Yeah.
Amer- America.
mm,
Yep, yep, yep.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
So
yeah, but yeah, but to answer your last question about it, I am still currently excited. Like, fortunately not I have not gotten any saying about my order being rejected. It says it was on the way, it was accepted, and I'm just overall excited for it, and I can't wait to see what it comes next in terms of the games. So
yeah,
that's where
like
I'm at right now.
yeah, I do wish all the best for Nintendo Switch 2's like success because I do want to enjoy it. I just hope, they make, you know, rational, not short-term gain, oriented decisions. Like a lot of our
Agreed.
AAA like, developers lately. Not developers,
Agreed.
publishers.
Agreed.
So,
And I was gonna and just one last thing I was gonna say on it. The game prices. Um, while I still very much disagree with the $80 price tag for some of these AAA games,
Hmm.
um, I do feel that, and I know that they were saying they were just gonna basically just have the base game, they weren't gonna have any DLC, which I am not a big fan of. But if I had to say what I believe could be a thing that could be an issue for Nintendo, is that price, because it might limit the people purchasing the games. Myself, I know I'm probably only going to be buying one or two games, and this is for me, I would probably, instead of paying $80 for a new game, I can just buy a reused one for like $60. Like,
Yeah.
what's stopping them from just doing that? Like, you got to think like Nintendo. Like, come on, like people
well,
can just buy it
that's
used.
the well, that's the problem though. We're seeing less and less of the physical like medium now. We saw Sony
Well,
literally getting rid of stopping production of discs. So
yeah, now that could be an issue too. Yeah,
yeah,
but
so
for,
we don't
for
know how long we're going to be able to have that as an option going forward. I do hope it continues because yeah, like
better.
that sense of ownership is great. Now, speaking of sense of ownership, a little bit of bad news on that front.
Mm.
So, no, I don't want to get more notifications from IGN. So, reporting from IGN though, basically it says almost all physical third-party Nintendo Switch 2 games in Japan are GameKeep cards, and it looks like it's a similar situation in the West. So
Mhm.
it looks like they put out basically they're referencing Gamatsu reporting. So a lot of
Mhm.
these third parties, except for Cyberpunk 2077, are basically just game key cards and requiring you to download the entire game from the internet. So,
So here's my question I have for that.
mhm.
If you do download the game, can you still, and you were to give your game cartridge to a friend, would they still be able to, or sell it online? Would they still be able to play that game on that game cartridge in their Switch?
From what I understand, yes, because the game key card is kind of like an activation key.
Okay.
Basically, the game is downloaded onto your Switch too. Then basically it doubles checks to see if you have the game key installed or is this bought on the web store.
Oh,
And
okay.
they're not going to do the whole entire Sony thing where you require a internet connection at all times to play a game, even if it's like a single
Thank,
player. As long
thank
as you have the
God.
game key or you downloaded it, it's ready to go. So
Okay. All right. So in that case, I'd only be, I mean, obviously, yes, I would be a little bit nervous if it were, because the idea of online play and game, download links gives the credence for the capacity for them to say, "Oh, we don't like this game anymore. Well, let's take it back." Like, but at the very least, if they don't do that, we could
yeah,
still potentially
the
sell it or give it away.
Yeah, there was like a big there was a big whole entire thing with Ubisoft and the crew. Um so yeah, because that's a online, only game, so that but there was enough content offline that you can argue that you can recreate the game offline.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and that was the whole entire thing. And they're still going on the whole entire like, players should be getting comfortable with not owning their games. And I sat there going,
Yeah, I still don't like
yeah,
that.
no,
No.
I'd like to
Yeah,
own my games.
same. I'm not paying $80 for salami here, guys. Come on, give me some slack here.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
we'll see where this goes. Yeah, the whole entire like question of digital ownership is up in the air right now, and it's still an ongoing debate. And wherever I land on the, if it like, if I if you said I bought it and purchased, and none of this like sort of like terms and conditions, page article 21 saying redefining purchase or buying, then screw you.
Yeah, I'm not paying $80 for a rental. I paid $5 at Blockbuster. Okay, I should
Mhm.
own my freaking game. And it was
Exactly.
$20 back then if you wanted to buy it. By the way, not even close to the $80 price tag they're doing today. Come on, Nintendo, let us own our games. Dang it,
Is anybody here even old enough to remember Blockbusters?
Blockbuster. My goodness.
Yes, I do. That's actually
Yeah.
I'm
where
talking about our audience.
Yes. not
actually
not
that's a
everyone is Zoomers. At least I would hope. We love you, Zoomers. Please keep watching. Keep this. Just saying. I'm pretty sure there's some that are not.
well, we just dated ourselves, even though I am a state of art AI program.
Yeah. You are a Zoom. You're a digital Zoom. What would we even call that?
Listen,
Zoom?
listen. I am not from the age of. Okay, I may be from the age of floppy drives when my base code was made, but we then called it a zip drive afterward,
Okay.
Ooh, okay.
which was the
Uh,
early term for flash drives.
yeah, I was gonna say, yeah. So I was gonna say, well, just don't let some of those horse girls send you into being a hard drive.
We're gonna move away from that discussion.
We're
This is
gonna
getting
go.
odd. So, and all right, we're moving on. We're moving on. So
We're moving on.
the next big thing that really dropped and actually made a huge splash, Oblivion Remastered.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, apparently that game shadow dropped during their like presentation.
Oh yeah, right. I do remember that. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so Oblivion Remastered, apparently like I have not heard a whole lot of like negative things about it. So apparently it is a big hit with a lot of people.
It's because
And
Yeah.
it's not Skyrim again.
I was
yep.
gonna say, aren't they the same ones who made what's that game? The one with you were underground, it was like radioactive. Same company, right?
No.
Fallout.
So? No.
Oh
Oh,
wait, no,
okay.
yeah. Oh,
Okay.
the Fallout, yes.
Fallout.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I thought I thought you were referencing BioShock for some odd reason. But no.
Oh,
But yeah,
Fallout. Yeah.
yeah. So they're the ones in Fallout, Starfield, Oblivion, Skyrim, yeah.
Yeah.
So
So this is basically them trying to make up for screwing us over with the Fallout games, saying like
well,
making us fix their games for them. Now they're like, okay, guys, goodwill, boom, Oblivion, love
well,
us again.
apparently a lot of guys are getting the hots for the flame sprites, and no joke.
What?
Mhm.
Can you pull up an image of a flame sprite? I'm curious. I
Sure.
have not seen it.
One
If
moment.
you don't mind. Is this describe to me this character? What is a flame sprite?
Hold on. So
Excuse me.
don't know
For
why.
research, right?
For research purposes, yes. It's absolutely necessary.
Hold on a minute. I'm looking. Was it Flame Sprite or something? There we go.
Oh, hold on. All right. Enhance, enlarge. Enhance. Oh
He's-
my goodness. That is impressive.
Oh.
Most impressive.
Yeah. Hold on. I think it might be called something else. Hold on. Elder Scrolls Fire Sprite, maybe? Hold on. Was it? Hold on.
I liked that image. The one you just pulled up before.
Spriggan.
I bet you
Okay,
do.
so I do know that a lot of them are going for the Spriggans too.
Oh, let's see.
So
Enhance WarBot-NIX. Enhance.
I mean, I'm not much for like tree hugging, but
Oh my. Well, I
so
mean,
there's something there. Hold on. Oblivion remastered.
you should always love nature.
Yeah, I'll look for an image and put it up. But I remember on Twitter I was just looking at a bunch of memes regarding it. So yeah. So yeah, so we'll go from there. But apparently it is a game that apparently is doing very well with the fan base, and a lot of people it's almost okay, so it's not even like if actually people are saying it's more akin to almost like a remake than a remaster. So it's actually kind of treading that line, because it is like they did a couple updates to the system itself, enhanced the graphics, the engine got changed up a lot, so there's enough to make it stand out from the original. But but a lot of like the base like spirit of it is still the same from the original. So a lot of people were trying to decide, is this really a remake or a remaster, So it really treaded that line. So I myself have not played it, so I'll have to take a look into it later down the road. All right.
Give us more info after you give it a try then.
When I find the time, as I said before, I have not been doing a whole lot of gaming these last couple days.
That's okay. That's okay. Take your time.
Yeah.
I know you're busy.
All right. The next one actually is Claire Obscure. This made a fun little splash as well. Let me go ahead and run the trailer to see how you guys feel.
Oh yeah, be sure to go full screen too. But yeah, I have no idea what's this game about.
Mature.
Oh. Any children in the audience?
New.
Okay.
Well, if so, please turn away.
No, it's fine.
Worse for everyone. No,
Like very Final Fantasy like.
I didn't make the rules.
Ooh.
You're fighting
33.
to change things.
What?
For those who come after. Right?
Thought I was used to losing people.
Yeah, me too.
What?
This music.
Ooh. Like Gaelic. What? Oh. Damn, man. Whoa, this does feel like Final Fantasy.
With a rhythm game almost thing too, if you look at it.
Is this true? Maya's with him. We need to go now.
So, hold on.
Who are you?
What? Nice suit. What? Oh, this looks epic.
Yeah.
I know it seems absurd to offer oblivion as recompense, but she'll never paint again.
What did I just see?
I don't know. All I saw was
Game of the
epic.
year. That's what
Ex-
you saw.
So
Expedition 33.
yes.
What?
So
This looks like Lord of the Rings mixed with Final Fantasy.
I mean, you might as well. And it
Yeah.
is under the Bandai Publishing banner too, so another score for that.
Holy Toledo.
Yeah.
My goodness. That looks like a great game though. My
It-
God.
it-
There's so
yeah.
many.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it looks great.
The one thing I've been seeing from PlayStation lately, which has been absolutely fantastic, is that they're doing so many like RPGs that look so enticing and interesting, like plot wise. Like, my goodness, like it looks really good. Like the graphics, the story, like it. I
Well-
want to know more.
To be fair though, we are in like the later stage of the PlayStation 5 now.
Yeah, and I can tell because this stuff
Yeah.
looks amazing.
But again, but a lot of those games we saw during the PlayStation, like, state of play, was
Yeah.
a lot of them were PC as well. So I'm not missing out too much. Although, to be fair, this game, I don't know. This gives me. Does anyone remember from a long time ago the game Folklore?
Oh, I do.
I played that one.
It kind of gives me a little bit of that vibe, that mysticism,
I can see it. A lot of the color and, like you said, the mysticism aspect of it.
And that guy
Yeah.
got yeeted, by the way. I don't know what happened to him.
Yeah, he's done.
Yeah, but honestly,
Forgive that
like,
guy.
I don't even know what the story is on this game, but this
Yeah.
world intrigues me.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. What the heck is that thing? Like, is it serene? What the heck? Chromatic siren? Like, what the heck? It's like there's so many enemies, and I'm just like, what the heck is that?
So yeah,
In what context?
yeah, I honestly want to see like what is their inspiration for this game? What was the themes that they were like trying to go through? So this might be a game that I may have to play to find out. For myself.
You're gonna have
So,
to.
yeah. Which
Yeah.
actually, as a PC guy, let me take a look. Claire Obscure Expedition 33. It is on Steam.
Steam. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't need to buy a PlayStation 5.
I guess not.
Huzzah, huzzah.
PC Master Race eating good tonight.
Yeah, so I don't need to buy a console yet. Ha!
Very good. Very good.
Yep. So, alrighty then. So that works out. So yeah, this is actually, there have been a lot of great like little like releases and gems and like pieces of news that have dropped in the last week that really like, yeah, if you have the time right now, get it. Like right now, 2025 has been pretty good for games. So
Oh
far.
yeah, for sure. For sure.
So
Like I'll be honest with you, in my just personal opinion, I think so far PlayStation, at least in terms of their releases for what they're stating as under their umbrella, is winning. Like, I mean, technically it's PC, I know, but it is under the PlayStation branch. So if I had to say between Nintendo, Xbox, and PlayStation, I feel like PlayStation is currently winning this year a lot. By a lot.
First of all, Xbox I think has no identity left.
Yeah,
Did you see their,
I haven't even. Yeah.
Well, did you see their like their marketing campaign they put out? Like they say like everything's an Xbox now.
I saw that.
Which I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, so you're just are they just giving in to that Xbox is just another PC at this point?
I guess so. It kind of
Yeah,
sounds
it
that way.
seems like it.
Yeah, it's like, okay,
Yeah.
well, I'm just gonna go with the PC then.
Yeah, so which makes me go like wonder. And yeah, and PlayStation, the rumors of the new handheld for PlayStation 6 is growing now. So apparently there's
Yeah.
rumors for a handheld version of the PlayStation 6
So, like the Switch, but like for consoles,
for PlayStation.
but
yes.
for PlayStation, I should say.
Yep.
Yeah, that is cool.
So
Hmm.
we're going to have to see because right now technology has reached a point where AMD and Intel's like APUs and stuff basically can just do all the graphics and computing on one chip now. So
Yeah, I mean that's part of the reason why I was willing to buy the Switch, because it was playing 4K and stuff like that. I'm like, on the
1080 no, it's still 1080 native with 4K enhancement. So we don't know if it's a scale up or re-render or whatever.
okay,
Yeah.
well, for some more advanced TVs, like, basically
Yeah.
some smart TVs, it will be able to do 4K. And
We'll
that
see.
is,
We'll
yeah.
see.
Well, if so, I think that is really impressive for a handheld console.
Mhm.
And I think if PlayStation can perhaps even go top that or go even beyond it, that would definitely secure them the win in the console, for at least for now, the console wars.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what the next generation brings. And we'll see. And oh yeah, another piece of news dropped. Speaking of Cyberpunk 2077, another DLC is still coming.
Oh yeah. The multiplayer one, right? I think I heard about that.
Might be coming in, yeah. And we'll have more news about that maybe our next episode, and we'll take a look at that. So yeah. In the meantime, though, yeah, like there's just been a lot of good little things to kick off the spring. So if anyone's got spring cleaning money that's left over, I'd
That
say
you haven't used, that you didn't use to buy your Nintendo Switch too.
All right. Well, that being said, anything this season, and you guys down in the comments down below, let us know if there's anything within the next 3 months that piqued your interest that you guys might be getting. So how about you two?
Well, I'm loving the game, like these like RPG type games. Like I said, the other one, what was the name of it again? Azure. I know I keep forgetting the name. I know you remember. The one about what was it, like Devil May Cry, but it was like going in between different places, like different like kind of like worlds and stuff. It was like Arthurian kind of thing.
I don't remember the name of that, and I wish I did.
Yeah,
Actually, you're the one that sent it to us. Oh my god.
Yeah, you put it to us. That's why I was like, you remember, right?
Yeah, I remember. All right. Hold on. We'll figure it out. I'll
I
find.
can find it.
But that game, like, I'm super interested in checking it out. This one looks really interesting. Expedition. So it's called Claire Obscure Expedition 33. That's the whole title name.
Mhm.
Yeah, like I said, this one looks really, really cool. It's like it looks like a combination of Lord of the Ring, there was another game that featured like puppets. It came out recently. Well, not necessarily recently, but it was like a game that had like you were like a puppet and you had to like become a real person or something like that by like fighting in like a Dark Souls like world.
Lies of P.
That's it, Lies of P. It
Yeah,
reminds
that
me
was
of
that was very much a game that was referencing Pinocchio, by the way.
yeah, yeah. The enemies reminded me of that. It was like a combination of those three games in that game. And that was the feel of that. Maybe even a little bit of I'm forgetting the name of the game. Oh boy. And the one with the what were they called? Daddies or something like that.
That's
Big
Bioshock.
Daddies.
That's Bioshock.
Bioshock. It also gave me a little bit of the Bioshock feel too. In terms of that game, Obscura Expedition 33. That it gave me like a whole bunch of different games feel for that, but they're all games that like people really enjoyed, myself included. So I'm very excited for Expedition 33. Because again, the combat just gives me vibes of games that I've really enjoyed. Like I really love the PlayStation Final Fantasy battle system, like the newer aged ones. It definitely gives that feel. So I'm excited for like some of these games that are coming out. Like,
Yep.
I said,
Yep.
PlayStation to me right now. To me, PlayStation is winning the console. Just saying.
Yep. I'm looking. I'm. Hold on. I am looking here. Trailers. All right. Lies of P Overture. Directive 8020. Ah, here. Tides of
Oh, there it is.
Annihilation.
Tides of Annihilation. There it is.
Yep.
Yep. These two games, I'm super hyped for. Super hyped for. Like I said, Devil May Cry, like fighting style, so cool.
Yeah. This one
With magic.
Yeah. This one. Yeah. Really cool. So.
Yeah.
I am very interested as well.
Yeah.
I love how there's like an Ashen dude like
Literally Devil May Cry.
no, look at that guy like, with his phone out. He's like, "Hey, I'm recording this." Oh, never mind. He's dead. He's dead.
He's dead. See, this is what happens when you get the signal to run for your life and you just stick around like a moron. Like you're just asking to get like turned to stone or something else, some other horrible fate. Like,
yeah, so
like,
it is in development. Yeah, it is in development, so we don't know like I don't think we have a release date for this. Hold on. Tides of Annihilation. Stand by.
Yeah. I'm just like, if you see
Oh, it's a tentative 2026. All right. Next year, everybody.
Dang it.
Yeah.
Oh,
But hey,
well.
Clay Obscure. We
Yeah.
have Clay Obscure now, which apparently
got that one.
flew under my radar. All right, so yeah, so I'd say this entire like year so far has been pretty good for games. Even for like games that have had like relatively negative runs lately, we've actually had the new Overwatch weird Gundam Wing collab.
What?
Yeah,
Wild.
I mean, hold on, Gundam collab. I stopped playing Gundam. I stopped playing Overwatch 2 a long time ago, but I have to say at least the art for this is pretty good.
Good. Oh wow. That is 100%. That is a Gundam.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness. Oh my. Of course, Wing Zero.
Yeah.
I'm like, you've got to be tickled pink by this WarBot-NIX.
Actually, I wasn't.
You weren't?
I mean, it looks cool. Don't get me wrong. I really like the art and everything, but I'm in the camp of cool, I guess.
Well, I guess.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know what to say about this. I love Mecha. I love Gundam, but
What?
Hmm.
I don't play Overwatch anymore. Nor do I want to. Like, I experienced Mecha Break.
Oh, right. The new, yeah.
Yeah. And I also got burnt by Gundam Evolution, which was their version of Overwatch with actual Gundams.
Right, yeah.
So I'm
Is
just
that
like,
yeah, is that the one? Did it ever get ported to the US?
no, yeah, it did. It actually got canceled in less than a year.
Oh, dang.
It was bad. Balancing was off. Gameplay was meh. Player base fell. In fact, actually, I wanted to start my VTubing career off of that game because it was releasing at a time when Overwatch and a lot of other hero shooters were at their lowest point.
Oh.
This was like an opportunity that just
Oh, that sucks.
yeah. So yeah, and I saw this. This came out what, 2 days ago? Yesterday? Yeah, 11 hours ago. It came out 11 hours ago, and I just sat there going, I should be happy, but I'm not as excited as I want to be.
Oh,
So
boy.
I don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. It's gonna take some time for me to like warm up to this one a little bit. Yeah,
I see.
because this is not the first Activision Blizzard Gundam collab they did, because they also did one for Call of Duty, like a Gundam collab, and I sat there going, really? No. Don't. What's next, Fortnite?
Oh boy.
Wait, don't do that.
Don't do that. I'd have that victory.
Yeah, so
And then that's Tomato Town.
yeah, we'll see where this goes. But honestly, like, I mean, great for those who are playing Overwatch. Congratulations on getting like the Gundam skins and all that. Like if this was Overwatch 1 back in the day when I used to play Overwatch constantly competitively, when was it? Like, oh Jesus, 7 years ago? Like, I would have been over the moon and freaking swiping that credit card.
I see.
Yeah. So, yeah, for now though, I'm adulting. I got other things to do. I got limited time. So
That is fair. That
Yeah.
is fair.
So yeah. And I think I think this is a good place of any to go ahead and start wind down our episode for the day. Because actually I didn't plan on talking about this until it just popped in my head. Oh yeah, this was announced today. Yeah. So yeah, so sorry to the audience. It is a little bit shorter this time. We actually had a late start in the recording because we actually had a consultant come in to help with the audio. So do give us some feedback if our audio was off, if there's anything you want us to see improve, and let us know what any cool bits of news, and also I do check comments as well, and I do plan on doing a small segment at the end of each podcast to see what our top rated comments are from the previous episode. So do give us a like, subscribe, and comment. Be friendly. please.
Yes, please. Please,
Only
please be nice.
only
Be nice.
disqualifier.
Hmm.
Don't be a jerk.
Yes.
Yeah.
It'd be nice.
All right. And since we didn't get a chance at the beginning of this podcast, EternumBlaze, Azure Sandora, where can they find you on the internet?
Yes, you can find me on twitch.tv/EternumBlaze. Blaze on, guys. We're going to have lots of fun playing some games on Twitch.
You can
And what
find my work on fimfiction.net under the username Azure Sandora.
Perfect. And what will you be playing, Eternum?
Yeah,
Soon.
so as soon. Thank you.
Yeah.
I was going to say that soon. I'm the first one I'm planning on playing. Now I may get what I'm actually planning on doing is I'm going to probably do at least 2 days a week to start. I was actually originally playing Devil May Cry 5. I might get back to that when I was streaming like about a few years ago. I'm gonna be getting back to that soon with that. But also alongside that for new games, definitely gonna be starting with Persona 3 Reload.
Okay.
Because that one I've
yeah.
been planning to, start for a while now. I still have it. I still have not. It's still in the box. I took it out of the box. I bought the special bundle version with Aegis as a figure. She's right next to me. Right over here. I might even send a picture. She's on top of my PS5. I might send you a picture of WarBot-NIX just for posterity's sake.
So
And I have her right
now
over here.
know where to go in your house to borrow, air quote, that figure.
Leave my cute robot girl alone, okay? That's my Aegis.
I don't know. All right, moving on then. All right then. Well, everyone, have a wonderful rest of your week. We'll see you next time at Start Select Connect. Also, special announcement, June 26th, all the way through the weekend, I will be doing a Musume release stream marathon. I will probably not be sleeping. So, yeah.
Gotta get all of those girls. All the girls.
No, I don't. I only need
Girl.
one. I only need I only need Mihono Bourbon. That is the only one I'm after. All right then. Take care, everyone.
All right. Take care, guys. Enjoy. Take care.
See you in your nightmares. Ah!